Alrighty, folks, we are back with another edition of Boxing Chit. I am Josh, and you have the Boz there on screen as well, holding it down across the pond. How's it going, Boz?
Well, yeah, I'm quite kind of, yeah, it's going pretty well. Just another really sad autumn day here in Norway. Yeah, a sad Sunday.
Gloomy in Norway, I suppose.
Gloomy,
Very
yeah.
gloomy.
At least it's not raining, but it looks almost like it is.
Yeah, we have a little sun here, so that helps out with some things. But hey, we had some pretty good boxing action this past weekend to help
Yeah.
shine a bit of light as well. But yeah, we're happy to be here, folks. Of course, another edition of Boxing Chit
An
brought to you
addiction.
live here. You can also listen on Zencaster. None of I've said it once, I'll say it again. Zencaster, worthy of checking out, especially if you're into recording and you're into the podcasting world. Check out Zencaster, no doubt about it. I have a link in the profile, as a matter of fact. If it's not, it's in some video, but I think you'll enjoy it. It gets the auto editing out of the way for you there. But with that, I will say that, yeah, another good edition of boxing action this past weekend. So, of course, we're going to talk about it. Real quick, a few housekeeping things. Let's hit a shout out to some of the people in the chat. Mr. Pad says, big up Josh and Boz. Says, wow, wow, wow. Was that Rocha versus Santiallan fight interesting? Indeed, there, Mr.
Oh,
Pads.
yeah. I didn't get to
Indeed.
see it. No, sorry,
Yeah.
no. I
Oh,
will try.
okay.
I will try to find it, but yeah, it was a big shock for me to see that Alexis Rocha had lost by 6th round KO to some unknown, really, to me anyway. What a
Yeah.
major upset, yeah.
Yep, it was. It was. We're gonna dive into it, but it was an upset in some sense there. Salute to Skywalker Boxio. Says salute
However,
Josh
yeah,
God. Says
salute.
salutes to Mr. Pads as well. Be sure to check out Skywalker Boxing, folks. You want to get
What's
some
up,
good
buddy?
content. He's worthy of a follow. Be sure to give him a like and subscribe. This is his new channel right here. So if you previously had the Skywalker Boxing channel, he's now operating under Skywalker Boxing. So be sure to give him a like and subscribe for a lot of good content over there, folks. And we appreciate it for sure. Then shout out to my man Fight Night Scorers over there. Says salute all. We just left a live stream watching rescore of Wilder versus Fury 1. Very interesting, folks.
Very
interesting.
Very
That's what I
mixed
will say.
score, so we got.
Very interesting and not as controversial as it may seem on the surface right there.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'll let you in on a little nugget.
Definitely, yeah.
Put some respect on Deontay Wilder's name, baby. The interesting fight. So there was a good one there. So salute to Fight Night Scores. Be sure to give them a like and subscribe. Great things over there. Great content. More to come. So stay tuned and know when these things are going down. And salute to my man Rodolfo Rivera Jr. in the building. Says salute. Skywalker 86 in the chat. The Bozinator in the building. We appreciate you, Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Hey, as always, good to have you in here. Good to have you in here, Rodolfo. Get to chat, all that good stuff. Rodolfo mentions Rocha got stopped. Yes, that did happen. As a matter of fact, that seems like the ideal fight to start with right there. A lot of interest surrounding it. So that was Alex Rocha, that is, who has been on a heck of a run as of late. So this went down on the Zone Golden Boy promoted promoted event. Golden Boy Fighter, of course. And Alex Rocha was coming in with a ton of momentum at welterweight, and his name was being thrown out there with Crawford and the like. So that made things interesting right there. His name's just thrown out there. He did a good job.
No, not.
Was that?
No, not anymore.
Not so much probably because things have been derailed in some sense. Because as mentioned, he got stopped in the 6th round via knockout. Santiallan came in, a man possessed. He was the bigger, stronger fighter, and he was really laying wood on Alex Rocha, who didn't have an answer for him.
wooden
Now, you
level.
mentioned you didn't get to see it, Boz. Did you catch the knockout
No, I mean,
or
but I
stoppage?
did. I mean, from the record of Santiallan, of course, he's no joke. Either he's like 31-0 now, and he came in at 30-0. So I just hadn't heard of him, but it doesn't mean that he was some total unknown bum. He's not, of course. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know that Rocha, he was like knocked down a couple of times, wasn't he? First, and yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. He was. He got dropped like three times, I believe it was. And
Yeah.
man, yeah, I knew of Giovani Santillan because he beat Antonio DeMarco.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
of course, DeMarco's pretty solid fighter. Of course, he's not at his best now, but this happened a little while back. Now, I thought it would be a pretty game fight coming into the
Hmm.
contest, but I thought that Rocha would be a bit too much because I felt that he is in pretty much proper and prime form right now. But Santillan, man, he was able to throw up that peekaboo defensive guard, and he was laying into Rocha with shots. And Rocha, his face was bleeding, busted, and when he went down and got up, especially that second time, man, it just looked like he didn't have an answer, and you could read it on his face. And then ultimately, when he was dropped for a third time, the fight was called, which I think was the right call because even when Rocha sort of bit down on his mouthpiece and tried to bomb back at Santillan with hard shots of his own, they just weren't having the effect that he was looking for. And Santillan made a statement, and his name is now that name in the welterweight division where we're going to have some peaking interest moving forward, some peaking interest. And it's not the end of the road for Rocha. He can bounce back. He's bounced back before, but certainly this was one that is a setback for him, especially the momentum he had in his name, as mentioned, being thrown out there with Terrence Crawford. That's a fight they were pushing for. And you have to think that that would have spelled a bit of trouble for him as well. Those styles do make fights, but Terrence Crawford, of course, number one fighter in the world by many accounts, and that would have been some trouble there for Rocha, who is as game as they come, but just ran into a guy who had a little bit too much to offer to him at this point.
Hmm. What a great victory! I mean, to stop a guy like Rocha in the sixth round. I mean, wow. I mean, but there are really some fighters that are really good, but they don't get maybe enough promotion. They don't get the hype, but they are out there. They are really good. So Giovanni Santillan is obviously one of those fighters, and yeah, he just proved himself, and
Yeah.
he's about to get more, promotion and better promotion, more big fights, and yeah, this
Yeah.
will,
Yeah, I think he's gonna kind of just be propped up in that place that Rocha was in,
yeah,
maybe from a Golden Boy standpoint. I don't know if he's with Golden Boy, but he may be a Golden Boy fighter, and therefore, if that's the case, probably get propped up, and they'll look to pursue some of those fights that they were
mm,
initially going to pursue for Rocha. And Rocha will just have to work his way back up to that point, but certainly not the
yeah.
end of the road for him.
I
There's some
see.
options out there at 147 pounds. It was noted that Montez Stanionis, who I think would have been a good fight for for Santillan, that he's going to be fighting Keith Thurman here coming up.
Oh,
So he'll be off
mm,
the table. This is happening December 9th, I believe, and that'll be interesting for sure. But hey, you've got Boots Ennis out there. Of course, Boots wants
oh, yeah.
Spence or Crawford himself, so I don't know if that could happen. But that being said, you have Mario Barrios, who he called out. I think
Mm,
Alex Vega had mentioned such. So that would be a good one as well. Action.
yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, the welterweight division just got even more interesting now with this last night's fight that has changed, of course. The rankings quite a bit. Yeah, with the some of the biggest stars like what's his name? The kid that is moving up, Vargas.
Oh yeah. Uh,
What was his name? I forgot now. The big puncher.
at 147.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Virgil Ortiz.
yeah, Ortiz, not Vargas. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Virgil Ortiz is probably gonna move up. At
yeah.
154. So now we need somebody to who can replace him. As an exciting fighter, and yeah,
Yeah. This
somebody
might be
that
an
can.
opportunity here. So, but yeah, him and Barrios, that could be something interesting for sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, Barrios is a really a guy who brings also a good fight, and yeah, with his conditioning and action like style, really a warrior, like
oh
of
yes,
course.
indeed, indeed. Hey, yeah, fight night score is really fun fight. Thanks for scoring badly, Vaz. That was a fun one.
No, you gotta go to school, like to learn how to score rounds. Come on, man. You gave like how many 7 rounds to Wilder or something.
Wilder Fury 1, folks. It'll shock you. It'll shock
Oh
you.
man, I
Didn't
think you
shock
two are
Boz,
the
but it'll
only
shock
people
others.
who, except for the most diehard Wilder fans, I think, except
Hey,
for what's his name, Stephen A. Smith,
Fury
probably,
could sneeze and then people
who
will give
gave
him the round.
7 rounds. I mean, even to give him 5 rounds would have been a disgrace, I think. But anyway,
Hey,
7 rounds. Come on, man.
hey, I don't know. I don't know, man. Hey, people go check that out. Wilder 1. Go watch and rescore. Score them fight night scores so we can see how those scores match up as well, baby. It's funny.
While it's true that I don't agree, I remember there was this guy who was like saying that Wilder only won those 2 rounds when he scored a knockdown. That's a little far fetched, yeah,
That's how I
statement.
kind of thought as well.
Yeah.
But no, I was
But
shocked.
yeah, he certainly. I know the first time I told you I didn't give him more than 4 rounds, so I probably wouldn't have given him the second time either. I mean, the third time if I watch it again. So this time I gave him 3 rounds and one even. So yeah,
Oh yeah. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and dive into that a bit more for sure. uh
yeah,
Salute to who new to the crew. Appreciate you being in the mix here. Who says love all your shorts videos, 86, keep going strong with the old school box content. Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it 100%. Yeah, we love some old school stuff on here. We'll dive into some old school conversations at times as well, as it is known. But hey, appreciate you being here. Who thanks for joining in. More to come for sure. Definitely more to come. Much love and respect for the old school. Hey, we gotta represent. Mr. Pat says Santiallan is top rank, I think. Oh, okay, top rank. They can make some business happen. Top rank, Golden Boy.
yeah.
But yeah, should be interesting. Should
Top
be
rank,
interesting for Santiallan here. And
top rank have always
who?
had good
Yep.
fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think Jorge Linares will do in the future, considering that he is 38 years old? Oh, yes. Yeah, that was a very
I
interesting
believe
one right
I
there.
believe he has retired already. Actually,
Yep, that's what people are saying there. Mr. Pat says, who he put out a statement today saying he's retiring, okay? And Skywalker
and
misses the same such.
I
Okay,
think that's kind of long overdue. He should have done it before also. But
yeah,
anyway, it's good.
certainly not mad at that. Certainly
It's
not
good.
mad at that.
Good that he does it now anyway. That he is retiring now because you don't want to be 40 and getting your ass kicked by all these much younger guys. Yeah,
Oh yeah, certainly. Salute to Just Frank in the building here. Appreciate you, Just Frank. Says good afternoon, General. Appreciate you, Just Frank, in the mix. Hey, as always, buddy. I came over from Skywalker, I believe. But hey, always great to have the chats with you, buddy, for sure. And he sends a salute to Skywalker as well. Did Skywalker Boxing says Cody Crowley too. They wouldn't let him fight, let him in the fight yesterday, and he couldn't get a seat with his family, so he said he was sick of boxing. He retired yesterday as well, or retired as well
wow.
yesterday on Instagram. Interesting. Cody Crowley, he's still kind of just in the come up on his career, so he's retired. Interesting. Hey,
Mm,
boxing can be crazy at times for sure.
yeah.
On that business side, so I can
Mm,
understand the frustration for sure. That's pretty crazy there, though. That is pretty darn crazy. Um, but yeah, speaking of such, we're gonna jump into that other big fight. As a matter of fact, since it came up, and that is Jorge Linares, another DAZN card. He took on Jack Catterall. This went down at the Echo Arena in Liverpool, and
mm,
Catterall, of course, we know fought Josh Taylor in a fight that many thought that he won when Josh Taylor was the man at 140 pounds. Linares, he's been one of the true bright spots as far as boxers over the last 15 plus years here. That is Jorge Linares, a true road dog, road warrior. He would travel anywhere to fight. And stylistically, just a beauty to watch there in the ring, especially if you're a fan of the sweet science. So at 38 years of age, he was looking to, I guess you could say, upset the apple cart a bit against Jack Catterall, who is really kind of on the come up in his career. He's peaking in his career. And as we know for Linares, certainly was on a downslide in some sense because time, father time, hey, it waits for no man. It catches up to all of us. And that's what I felt saw in this fight, which I did score on the Fight Night Scores channel there, Boz, and I mentioned it on that
mm,
broadcast, but I only found one round for Linares, though
yeah.
certainly there might have been a couple others that were arguable. And he was
Yeah.
really leading the charge in the early part of the contest on the offensive, but he was just, as I mentioned in the Fight Night Score stream, a step behind. You know, he's lost that speed and those reflexes that kind of made him what he was. Though he still had some pretty good footwork and movement, it just was a slower version of Linares, and Jack Catterall was a step ahead of him. I believe you caught that one there, Boz. What were your thoughts
Yeah.
on the overall fight and where these? Well, we know where Linares is going from here, but
Yeah.
where Catterall goes from here.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people have criticized Catterall a little bit, saying that he could have, should have put Linares away. But yeah, I mean, you must remember, Linares hasn't been stopped many times. You know, Lomachenko did stop him, but that was Lomachenko in his prime, still.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, I don't know. I guess he was stopped a couple more times or something, one more time. I don't remember now. But yeah, I thought he won the first round in ours because Catterall opened very like cautiously, and then I had Catterall winning the next two, and then I gave the fourth round to Linares. Could have gone either way, but I thought he was more active. And then the sixth, that was all. I had him winning three
okay.
rounds. So Catterall had him in trouble in the fifth round. At the end of the fifth, and just caught him totally like off balance with a, I don't remember, it was a left hook probably. But he came back to his credit in the next round, Linares. But then after that, it was pretty much. I mean, Linares remained competitive and throwing, but he didn't land enough. So Catterall also hurt him in the eighth round. Yeah, that's right. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyways, one might say he should have and could have thrown more and done a little bit more, but to blame him for not putting Linares away, I mean, this is no bomb. This is, a three-division world champion, and yeah, so
Yeah,
even though he was short born, he was 38, but still he looked in good shape.
yeah, he did.
He kept throwing till the very end. He didn't gas or anything. So had this been had he guessed like in the championship rounds, then yeah, I would have said yeah, Catterall probably should have stopped him because he was gassed. But no, he kept on. He was in good shape. So Catterall won clearly, and what more can you ask for?
Hmm.
And he's not a puncher, really. Never was a real puncher, Catterall. You cannot call him a huge puncher anyway. So he's
Yeah.
just a guy he's a boxer, more or less, and a tough guy. But never was a knockout artist or anything. He does have some knockout, but yeah, that's what I think. So I scored 117, 111, of course, for El Gato.
And it's got okay, good stuff. Yeah, I did feel that Linares 140 didn't look too bad on him. I actually looked back. He fought Pablo Cesar Cano at one point at
Yeah.
140 pounds, so that was his second fight at 140. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think the size in hindsight, yeah, maybe even if he was a different point in his career, he could have went up to
Mm.
140 and found success there when it was more in his prime, of course. But he was still able to do his thing at 135. But yeah, he was in good condition. I think, like you said, it just came down to that youth of Catterall, who, hey, he's a very good boxer.
Yeah.
I mean, he was countering there early on, so he had a good strategy at hand. So he forced Linares to come in, and he was countering
Mm.
effectively. And then eventually he started to even press a bit more. He was not backing up, and he was able to hurt Linares a few times in a few different rounds there at the tail end. And I think I mentioned in the other stream that I felt that, hey, if Catterall had pressed a bit more, he could have potentially got the stoppage there at some points there when he had Linares
Yeah.
hurt.
Maybe.
Uh, yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
maybe. But yeah,
yeah.
he was pressing. He had him hurt a couple of times.
Yeah, he
Uh,
did definitely. But it was, I think, both times were right before the end of the round, so
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
he
That
ran
was
out
the
of
case.
time there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a factor too. When he did hurt
Yeah.
him, yeah, they worked towards the tail end of the rounds.
Mm.
Yeah, but Linares, as many have acknowledged in here, who says he had a great career. I'm honestly happy for him retiring. Fought a lot of great fighters, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Mr.
He's been
Paz,
like
same thing.
he's been fighting in world title fights for like 16 years. I know that first
All
time he
across the
won.
world at that.
Yeah. He first time won it was I think WBC featherweight title against Oscar what's his name? Larios, yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
that
Oscar
was
Larios.
2007. So, it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
looking
he
at.
was like 22 back then.
Yep,
Yes.
Oscar Larios got the wins over that. I mean, crazy, crazy resume. Rocky Juarez, he was in there with him, beat him.
Yeah.
He
All
was in
right.
there with Jesus Chavez. Forgot about that.
Hmm.
Forgot about that. I don't think I've actually seen that one. The Jesus Chavez, Antonio DeMarco. He lost to
Yeah.
Antonio DeMarco.
Yeah.
Um,
A late
but man,
stoppage, I think. Yeah.
yeah, just some very good
Yeah.
resume. Kevin Mitchell. Remember him? He was on a pretty solid
Oh,
run.
yeah.
Anthony Frola.
I saw that fight. I saw it, and it was a very good fight. He stopped. He came from the deck to
Yeah,
off the deck to stop Mitchell like in
yeah,
10th
yeah.
round.
So
Yeah.
very, very solid resume overall in career. I mean,
Yeah.
Luke Campbell, Mercito Yesta, Lomachenko, as we mentioned, Abner Cotto, the Cotto brother there. Uh, Got to give or no, or no. Cotto does have a brother, but that's not the one though. I don't think.
I
But
think maybe cousin or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he does have a brother. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Um,
Jose or something.
yeah. Then Pablo Cano was mentioned. Devin Haney. Uh, Man,
Yeah.
yeah, you name it. So yeah, very good career there for Jorge Linares, and certainly he was a fan favorite because of the fact that, man, he was just a good fighter to watch. All that. So
Mm.
salute to Jorge Linares, who's calling it a career for Jack Catterall. We mentioned
Yeah.
he called out Josh Taylor. What do you think of that? Josh Taylor, the last man who
Yeah.
he seemingly defeated by the accounts of many. I need to rewatch that myself, but
Yeah. I
that's who
don't
he
know
wants next.
if Taylor can still make 140, but if it
Right.
will be a good fight. I mean, many people are interested to see whether it was just a bad night for Taylor or whether Catterall really got his number. So that's why it would make sense, that fight, from that standing point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So why not? Yeah, why not?
yeah,
But I don't know if Taylor can really make 147 comfortably, anymore.
yeah. And what I said on the
I
fight
mean,
night score
140.
stream,
Sorry, yeah, 40.
yeah, 140, yeah. What I said on the fight night stream is lost a little bit of luster considering how bad Taylor looked in his last contest with
Well,
Teofimo.
yeah.
And
I mean,
then prior to that, it was the Catterall fight. So
I don't think
technically,
he really looked bad, but he didn't certainly look, his best. So yeah, definitely.
yeah, I thought he would put up more of a
He
fight.
lost, but yeah,
He looked
I didn't
slow.
think that it was such a clear loss as some people think. Yeah,
Well, I thought he would do a little bit better. So yeah, it wasn't the worst, of course, but man, he looks slow in there, and
yeah,
maybe he's not a
probably.
speedster. He's not a
Yeah,
speedster. Never been a speedster, really. But man, he
never.
just
He's
looks
a
so
big
slow.
guy, big guy for that weight. Yeah, definitely.
But his last two performances are Teofimo Lopez and then Jack Catterall. So not necessarily the best fights of his career.
Yeah,
So I feel like he
yeah,
needs some kind of rebound right now or something.
yeah. Ramirez's fight was definitely his last great fight. I mean, performance,
Yeah.
and maybe you can say he just got, he felt all right. He felt too satisfied with himself after
Yeah,
that.
maybe
So
so.
yeah,
Hey, top 10 billing, top 10 in the world billing there,
yeah,
undisputed at 140. My,
yeah,
how the tides turned there within a short time period.
exactly. Yeah. So
Craziness.
that can really hurt you. I mean, if you achieve a lot like in a pretty short space of time, like he did, he won the first title, I believe, in what was it, 2019 or something. I don't know, from
Yeah.
Baranchik. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
he has a pretty
18.
solid resume. He has a pretty very
Yeah,
good resume for the amount of fights that he has, and
yeah.
he's really battle tested to get to that point for sure.
What's he's like? I think 19-1 or something now,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
yeah, battle tested, no doubt about it. So I got
Mm.
much respect for Josh Taylor. He's been a good fighter to watch here over the last
Yeah,
several years. So
definitely. I mean, he got hard
the
and
Titan tornado, but
yeah, he's come back like from difficult fights, to yeah,
yeah, Tartan tornado. I said Titan, but
Tartan,
Tartan tornado.
Tartan.
Tartan tornado. Good
Mm,
stuff. Salute to who once again. He says, I know this is off subject, but since this is the first time in your live stream, I would like to say that my great uncle fought the great Jersey Joe Walcott multiple times in local boxing matches. Hey, that's pretty dope right there. Who?
cool.
That is pretty awesome. So your great uncle, you had to share. We had to dive into him. We like looking into the history. Yeah, if you want to, of course, you can share his name or whatever. We want to dive
Hmm.
into it. Jersey Joe Walcott. I mean, yeah, top tier dude, former world heavyweight champion there. So
Hmm.
that is big time right there. We love the history on the channel, of course, as you noted, and Just Frank even mentioned history in the roots. Sorry, my dog. Oh, it stopped. But we love the history, as I was
That
stating, and
was a
and
distraction.
she sees a squirrel outside, and she's
All right.
crazy. But we love the history, so that's good stuff. Jersey Joe Walcott, Jersey Joe, man,
Yeah,
salute to your uncle right there. Hey,
Jersey Joe.
that was in a scrappy era right there for sure.
Joe
Scrappy
was no
era.
joke. Jersey Joe was no joke. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. Mr. Paz acknowledges amazing. Hey, salute to you, Angel Diaz in the building, baby. Salute to Angel Diaz. It was a good everybody. Good morning. I was fishing. Hey, good stuff right there. Angel out there throwing the line in. You know, I need to get out there and fish myself. I got a buddy. We've been talking about it for a good little bit. It's been a while. You fish, boss?
No, I did it when I was young, like with my father and stuff. But
Hey, never
like
too late to get back out there.
yeah,
Never too late to get back in the mix there. Salute to you there, Angel Diaz. Folks, be sure to check them out. Alexander Campbell in the building. Alex, what's going
yeah,
on?
it's a
What are
nice
your thoughts on a
father.
possible Hergovich versus Joshua match? Oh yeah, I have heard that thrown out
I
there. I
love
have heard it thrown out.
that.
Oh yeah. You love it there, Boz. Who do you like in that
Yeah,
contest?
definitely. I mean, it's a better opponent for Hrgovic than Usyk, definitely, and he's
Yeah.
just too fast for him, too clever, all that. But Joshua, yeah, why not? I mean, let's see. Let's get Hrgovic tested just how good he is. Let's see, and then if he should get past Joshua, I'm not saying he will, but if he should, then of course Fury would be a good next step. And yeah,
Oh yeah. Certainly not a guarantee getting past Joshua, but yeah, I like the
no,
fight. I wouldn't mind it. Um, I know he's been thrown out there. Joshua's been thrown out there with Big Bang Zhang as well,
oh
potentially
yeah,
in China. I would want that more
the
just to
guy
see
that Hrgovic
how
beat,
massive
by
it
the
would be.
way.
I just feel like that would be some type of record-breaking fight as far as the numbers if
Yeah,
that actually goes down in China. So I would hope that that's one that Joshua would take. I just
yeah,
want to see that be
Jean,
a part of that
wow.
history, you know?
The way he just blew out George, that was amazing. That last fight, man.
Yeah, it is. So
That
Zhang,
guy is scary strong. I mean, like a monster, really. He's a
yeah. So maybe
monster.
that keeps it away, but man, that's the fight I want to happen right there. I feel like, yeah, we've had a ton of fights in Vegas, the heavyweight fight, New York heavyweight fights, and of course we could do it in the UK or Saudi Arabia, but China, just imagine that
Yeah,
heavyweight fight in China. That's
mm,
crazy. So hopefully we get that. But Hrgovic Joshua, that would be very interesting. Hrgovic looked a bit lethargic in his last fight. I'd imagine he comes out looking better this next contest. And
hopefully,
hey,
hopefully.
he's got enough pop to be able to hurt Joshua from all indications. So it could be
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, Joshua is now has got a couple more years, like in his prime, and he's just a fighter who is on the downward slope, I think. But he still is dangerous, of course, and nobody should take him lightly. Nobody will, anyway, I think. But
Oh yeah,
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 it's only a shame that we didn't get to see him fight Fury 2 years ago. So
yeah. A lot of those good little potential matchups were kind of derailed right there with that loss to Ruiz,
yeah,
uh,
it's
which
kind of like those fights that never happen, like Tyson versus Bo or Tyson
yeah.
versus Foreman.
Now,
Whatever.
it could be, just one of those moot points had Ruiz taking that momentum and we've seen him mixed in with some of these guys, but no, we haven't
Mm,
seen that either. So it just kind of derailed a lot of things as far as
yeah,
for, I guess, the heavyweight division in some sense. So we could still potentially get some of those matchups a little less luster on them at this point, but certainly, hey, at this rate in boxing, we'll take it, right? We'll take it.
yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Salute to Max Duran in the building right there. Salute to you, Max. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Says, hey, guys, what's going on? Salute to you as always. Great to have you in here, Max. Great discussions. So appreciate you dropping by, buddy, and everyone in the mix here. Everyone in the mix showing some love. Uh, Salute Frank from Chicago. Yeah, Alex, hey, you know about that? Holding it down. Let me see. Hey, you know what? We're bridging gaps, bringing people together right here. So that's what's up right there. If his heart ain't in it, no sense getting hurt for a few dollars. Hey, true statement right there.
Mm.
If your heart's not in it, hey,
Yeah, of
time to
course.
hang it up.
Yeah, you can get real hurt in that sport, of course.
Oh yeah, certainly. Just Frank mentions Walcott fought for a long time. Yes, he did. He did there, Just Frank. And matter of fact, he had you look at his fight record or whatever, yeah, it can be deceiving in some sense. But he had some ups and downs, but he had some peak moments, some high caliber moments that kind of put him in that threshold there amongst the greats.
Yeah,
So some good fights on record as well. Matter of fact, the last fight of his that I watched here recently was Joe Louis Walcott, and hey, Jersey Joe was doing his thing there for a little bit
mm,
before Louis caught him. And hey, they say don't hook with a hooker. When they use that
yeah,
term, he decided to hook with a hooker there, and didn't work out for him.
Same thing you might say with Rocky Marciano.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most iconic photo, right? One of the most iconic photos, maybe the most iconic photo as far as knockouts are concerned, that
Yeah.
CZQ landed on Wildcat and seeing that distorted face there in real time. Hey, the photographer
Yeah.
just hit that at the right moment,
His
man. It's like,
legs just gave out totally. Like, oh.
yeah, that was a brutal one right there. And I think that kind of symbolizes Rocky Marciano right there. Hey, despite his lack of size or whatever, man, he was a workhorse. And when he put all he had into that shot, man,
Strong
good
guy.
luck. Good
Yeah.
luck. Anyone, Um, Alex Diaz mentions just frank. That's how some people get hurt. They don't know when to leave health wise. So yep, that we've seen that. And speaking of that, I sent that to you, Boz, and this is crazy, but apparently James Toney and Razor Ruddock are going to be doing
Oh
some
yeah.
kind of contest. I don't know if it's an exhibition or the real thing in Jamaica, and these
Oh
guys
no.
certainly shouldn't be mixing it up in any capacity at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's another
Yeah.
one. Well, health wise, it doesn't make any sense.
I was really surprised when I read that Razor Other Cat made a comeback like in 2015 or something. But it didn't last very long. He got knocked out, by some nobody, in the end, of course. And Tony hasn't had a fight for like, I don't know, when was his last fight?
Yeah, it's
2014
been a
or
minute.
something
It's
like
been a
that.
minute. James
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, so yeah, knowing Tony, the way he loves his junk food, I know he would really he will not be coming in top shape, I doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the thing is, Tony, he wasn't in shape his last several years in actuality. And of course, the expectation of him doing this at this age, I think he's nearly 60 or something like that. Both of those guys, actually, I think it's like
Yeah.
55, 58 or something of that nature, which is
Yeah, I
insane.
think Razor Ruddock is kind of going to turn 60 soon. I think he was like
Yeah, so I
born
think
in
he's 58 then. So
December, and yeah, Tony is like 55 now already. Yeah.
yeah, and I seen a video a couple years back of Razor Riddick punching a heavy bag. It didn't look good. So
the he got knocked out almost by the punching bag.
right. So hey, interesting stuff right there. But man, you gotta sometimes that money makes
But
fighters sign
yeah,
up for it.
what
So
a puncher he was once, in his prime. Wow, he
oh
would.
yeah, yeah,
You could
certainly.
not take him lightly. I mean, he also was one of like three men, I think, that went 12 rounds with Tyson in a
Oh
prime
yeah.
Tyson.
Oh
So,
yeah. That is right.
and he also had him hurt several times in that fight as well. So,
Yeah. He
yeah,
was a big dude. So
yeah.
he had some power to him as well. So
Mm,
made for an interesting matchup.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, interesting stuff there. But hey, back in the mix. We'll see what happens there. Maybe it gets canceled beforehand. Salute Max Duran says, unfortunate. Walcott got robbed versus Joe Louis. So this will be that first fight, split decision. We have to do a watch and rescore on
Not
that. So I've seen
not the
tidbits
only
of it. I
guy.
need to sit down and watch it all.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Lewis, but he would always avenge those questionable wins he had. I mean,
yeah, he would. He would. That hey, gotta give it to him right there. Gotta give it to him. He come back. He did it with Khan. Others, Paul Bright. Salute to you, Paul Bright. Super Five, brother. As a matter of fact, salute to all the veterans out there. Skywalker, who are some other ones out there who I know. Alex, I believe. Salute to all the vets out there doing their things. Simplify to my man Paul Bright says, "What's going on, gents? Peace and blessings. Appreciate having you in here, Paul, as always." As always, buddy. Let me see here. Just going through a couple of these comments there, boys. Couple of these comments we got. They come in. Alex says, "Nice to hear barking dogs. My righties all only growl." Yep, I have an Airedale Terrier. She's
too big.
and when she sees a squirrel, they have like legitimate beef. So Kind of had to hold her back, but I let her loose out there. She just can never catch up to him, though. You know how those squirrels are. Who says he was Polish American, and back then Americans didn't like Polish fighters, so he fought by the name of Joe Burke. But I cannot find anything about my great uncle online or BoxRec, which is a big tragedy. Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. Joe Burke, no, good for sharing that right there.
Yeah, many I think used like fake names. Many East Europeans in USA, like Jack Palance. I mean, he never. Even that's his not real last name. Anyway, he fought like under the name of Jack Bratzel.
Oh yeah.
But he was a Ukrainian in reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know his real last name. Anyway, it was Palanyuk.
Oh, Palamuk.
Palanyuk.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, you did see some of that, but that's good stuff right there. Who's gonna try and check him out? Some Joe Burke. Look out there, do some research, see what can be found. But that is good stuff indeed. But yeah, some guys did take on other names. I was just mentioning in another stream. No, I was just mentioning it to Flat Boxing. I don't know if it's in here, but yeah, Philadelphia Jack O'Brien's younger brother. He went by Young Jack O'Brien. But actually, I was thinking about someone else. Freaking, what's the name? It's skipping me now. There was this protege of Tommy Burns. He went by Jimmy Burns, but he was not Tommy Burns. There was no relation. I can't think of his real name. Actually, it was what the heck? What am I thinking of?
Wasn't also Tommy Burns? He was French Canadian or something, wasn't he? Really, in reality.
Yeah. I know he's Canadian tied to Canada. He might have been French Canadian for sure. He might have been.
I read about
Canada. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of this freaking guy. It escapes my name now, but he fought under Jimmy Burns. But that's just another example of it. Working on a video is going to be a good one. Coming soon, folks. Coming soon. Angel Diaz says fishing is common, brings the family together too. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff.
It's a lovely hobby. Yeah, a nice hobby.
A
little boring it can be if you're alone, especially. No fish, you get no fish.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, the last several times that I've gone fishing, I didn't catch anything. So that's always
I think I caught like twice, like 3 fishes altogether. That's all. That's my record. But I didn't go that many times.
I caught a pretty big catfish once, about like that big, something like that. Which I mean, could get bigger, but hey, I'll take it. This when I was younger, so that's far gone as far as my days of catching that.
Well, actually, that was 4. Sorry, I just remember I caught a really big one last time. I think I was like 21 or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, funny. It's funny because I had been fishing and nothing, and then I said, all right, this is the last time. If I don't catch anything, I'm going. So I caught that big fish. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah. Certainly. Certainly. Paul Bright says Joshua hasn't been the same after Ruiz. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's the same. He's kind of, bounced back from it, but definitely mentality changed somewhat after that knockout.
Yeah, of course, you become like, as you say, gun shy. When he had never really been, down even I think for that, and never really been in trouble, and then he just gets knocked several times down. I mean, of course, it does something with your killer instinct,
It can have that effect for sure. Certainly can have that effect. Salute to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz in the building, baby. Hey. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Hey, if you haven't checked them out, be sure to go check them out. Give them a like and subscribe over there. Bruce always putting out some good content. If you don't know, now you know. So salute. Appreciate you being in here, Bruce. Of course, Judge Frank says James Toney was trying to fight my great grandkids. At this rate.
He was so funny, when he was like overweight and going like, "Hey, Klitschko sisters, I'm coming for you." And like, Eating donuts and cheeseburgers and stuff.
Yeah, Tony, how he'll do with anybody. Oh yeah, I'll beat him. I'll destroy him. He don't want it. No matter who you ask about. He's
he
funny.
had his style, really unmistakable image, really.
He did for sure. Rodolfo says, I'm just going to be tuning in for the reggae music, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jamaica, get a little good reggae, a little Rastafarians going down out there. Jamaica. Yeah, Bruce Gass says, I hope no one gets hurt. Hey, I'm with you there, Bruce. I mean, yeah.
I don't think so. How can anybody get hurt when they can barely move around or hit swing?
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't see
like
exhibition there.
A lot of hugging and like.
I didn't see exhibition there, so they're touting this thing as a real deal as far as I'm concerned from the little poster that I saw.
It's a joke, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, crazy. Bruce Gass says, I thought he killed Michael Dokes when he nailed him with that smash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Reddick.
Yeah, that was 1990.
Michael Dokes.
That was why he was still. Everybody thought he would become a champion sooner or later, probably. So yeah.
Hey, some good heavyweight names right there. Some contenders who were doing their thing out throughout the little mix there. Those are some good names right there. Throwing out there, Michael Dokes, Razor Reddick.
Yeah.
Mike Weaver.
Lewis really kind of, but also that second Tyson fight, he said he was never the same after that, because it was so exhausting, such a hard fight. But I think against Lennox Lewis, he had like a cold and stuff. He was fighting in UK for the first time, and he didn't feel well, and he was just, destroyed in 2 rounds, bounced on.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Tony. Hey, he's trying to continue to do some things. Pillow fight would work there, Just Frank. That seems like that would be more ideal. These guys don't need to be throwing up. Paul Bright mentioned Tony and Razor, they were good, but that was long ago. Yeah, Paul Bright, it makes no sense, right? They're Jamaica, somebody sanctioned it. These doctors, whoever signed off on it, these commissions, they should be ashamed. So they're operating under the banner of being certain commissions, but come on now. Max Duran mentions second fight. Lewis got him though. Yep. Lewis caught him over there near the ropes, teed off with a combination, and Jersey Joe, he tried to come back with his own, got caught. Down goes Jersey Joe. Down goes Jersey Joe. Who said sorry for sending that sending too early? I meant to say that Tony wanted to come out of retirement to fight Canelo. Freaking Tony.
These dreams.
Yeah, that's Tony. Hey, I remember like a year or two ago, Chris Bird was trying to come back as a middleweight in fight.
Wow.
He looked in good shape, but certainly
he hadn't fought as a middleweight since he was in the amateurs, So.
Yeah, right. So certainly would have been interesting. Zhang, he wants King Kong. King Kong has been training the Pero brothers. He's ready. Okay, Big Bang Zane versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. Ortiz, was he last in there with Ruiz?
I don't want to see him. He's too old. I don't want to.
Yeah, he's gotten up there. I favor Zane for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he will be destroyed definitely in that fight. But I don't want to see that fight because I know Ortiz is now too old. Simple as that.
So he's got to be like 45 now, something like that, right? 46?
Yeah, 44, 45, something like that,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Salute to TD Sports Talk. Thomas, what's going on with you? Appreciate you being here, bro. For sure. It says, what's good? So salute to Thomas. So, hey, be sure to check them out, folks. TD Sports Talk. A lot of good content going on over there. Hey, you get some other stuff as well beyond just boxing, especially if you're into the football game. So I'm with that. So I'm always down for it. So be sure to check them out. Appreciate you dropping by, buddy. For sure, for sure. Let's see where we at. We got a few more comments here. A few more comments. Let's see. Get into it. Thanks for coming through. All right, just trying to get to them. Alex says you can't repeat on a family-friendly chat what parlance called the people at a Ukrainian American award
Oh, you
ceremony
mean
referred to him as
talents? Yeah. Yeah, he
aggressive.
was really angry, when he was mixed up with for a Russian, he was
Oh
mistaken
yeah.
several times. Yeah, and he was very proud of being Ukrainian, of Ukrainian heritage.
Oh
So I
okay.
know he once got an award. It was like a Russian movie award or something.
Oh okay.
And he was like, he said,
He's like,
yeah, he said, I don't know really what I'm doing here because I'm Ukrainian. It's like I walked into the wrong room, and he said it would be best if I just leave, and then he left. Yeah,
Mm. Hey, straight to the point right there. Straight to the point.
yeah.
Hey, Dan, the man in the building. Salute to you, Dan. Drop in. Italian. Tommy Burns. Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
Dan
Oh,
is
Italian.
a
Okay. Oh, yeah,
great,
Brusso. It is right.
great boxing
Brusso.
fan.
Noah
Yeah,
Brusso or something like that. Uh,
Brusso.
I
Who?
believe it's Noah Brusso's Tommy Burns'
Oh
name.
yeah, like Italian maybe or something. I don't know, French, Italian, whatever.
Yeah.
It
Hey, salute
was
to you. Who? Salute to you. Who's heading out? Hey,
he
appreciate
was
you dropping by.
definitely
Who be sure to drop by again, buddy? Hey, enjoyed it. Hey, thanks for sharing
mm,
that information right there
same
on
thing.
your great
Same
uncle.
thing with Jack Delaney. It seems also the French names weren't that popular in America back then, because Jack Delaney was, he
Oh
was
yeah.
French Canadian, like Sharp Delaney,
Oh yeah,
his
Jack
last name.
Delaney.
Yeah, Ovilla, really
Okay.
weird name. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, I know Jack. I know of the Jack Delaney you're talking to. I wonder, were
yeah.
there two Jack Delaney's? Because I feel
Well,
like
he
there might
was
have been another one.
the puncher, light heavyweight
Yeah,
puncher.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was a world champion too
Yeah,
for a
he was
while.
good. But I feel like
Yeah.
there are some others going by that Jack Delaney moniker.
Hmm.
But hey,
Maybe I don't
I
know.
could be okay, yeah, just right. Yeah, Tommy Burns, born Noah Brusso. Yeah, that is right. So the good stuff right there. Yeah, he's old tiny Tommy, the little giant of
Yeah, he was. I
Hanover.
was surprised when I found out he was like 5'7" only. And wow.
Yeah, he came up from middleweight for the most part.
Yeah.
Was able to do his thing at heavyweight, a little traveling, fighting smaller heavyweight for sure. So
Yeah.
very interesting. Uh, Angel Diaz, that's my job. 3 days, almost 2,000 pounds. I wish I would have stayed in school. Oh, 2,000 pounds. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot right there.
What is 2000? What's
I
he
think a
talking?
fish, I want to say.
Oh yeah, I was like, he didn't lose 2,000 pounds for sure
Oh, yeah.
from his
No,
body.
no. Dan says 1800s to 1940s, Italians had to change names a lot. Then it became popular Italian, Tony Zell, Polish, had
Yeah,
to sound Italian. Oh, yeah.
yeah, he
Hey,
was Zaleski. Yeah,
yeah. Hey, there was an Italian Joe Gans, interestingly enough.
yeah,
Italian
and
Joe
that
Gans.
guy, young Corbett the third, he was also
Oh
Italian.
yeah, he was. He was Italian. Oh, young Cobra the third. You know what? I was doing a little boxing matchup because I put a poll on my channel, James Tony versus Carlos Monzon. But I
Oh,
started to put Young Corbett the third, but I wasn't sure if a ton of people would have seen
right.
Young Corbett the third. But he was very good.
He was, yeah. I mean, he was a champion at welterweight, and I think at middleweight, maybe even he was like some kind of champion. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he beat Jackie Fields or the other way around, one of the two.
Yeah,
But I think he beat Fields actually.
a tough, strong little guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly. So very interesting. Bruce Gas said they're gonna have back injuries, knee injuries, following I can't get
Yeah.
up type injury. Hey, that seems to be what they're headed for. Dan Michael Dokes was world heavyweight champion 1983 to 82. Great fighter. He died young. Oh yeah, he is right.
Yeah. He
He is
was
right.
like 54, I think, when he died. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
He had big drug problems. I mean, yeah, drug
Yeah.
abuse.
I like Doak's Mike Weaver
Very
rivalry.
fast guy for his size, especially. Very fast.
Yeah, yeah, no, certainly. Yeah, he made some stuff happen. Michael
Dynamite.
Gotta dive into him a bit more. Gary Kotze had a great win over
Yeah.
Dokes. I saw that fight. Oh, salute to you, Alex. Yeah, he recently died.
Hutsia.
Coxia. Yeah, he recently died. I think it was earlier this year or
Oh
last year.
yeah, he did right.
One of the two.
He was the first South African heavyweight champion.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he had the
definitely.
goods. He had the goods.
Yeah,
I saw that Mike Weaver uh fight. Wasn't it Weaver? Bill Weaver.
yeah, yeah. In the 13th round. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Salute to Coach Zia, South Africa, representing with a heavyweight.
yeah.
That's crazy, right? Don't see that these
Mm.
days.
Yeah. Then later they had Corey Sanders, who
Oh yeah, yeah, it is right. Corey's
I've
hey,
been
yep.
watching his fights lately, and
Knocked
he
out
was
Vlad.
some fighter. Yeah, wow.
Oh
He's
yeah.
so really fast hands, but also had that left hook. Oh man, it was deadly. Really, the
You
left
know,
hook.
I have to check him out. I only know of the I've only seen the Vlad fight.
Yeah, but when you saw him in the ring, he wasn't muscular at all. So if people would say, "Oh, look at this guy! What's he doing here?" But then he would start blasting out people. And
Did Vitaly fight him?
yeah,
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
Vitaly,
Yeah,
he
he got
even
that
dropped him,
revenge.
but then later Vitaly stopped him in the eighth
Yeah,
round.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yep, I do recall that. That's yeah, interesting right there. Big
Yeah,
brother had to handle it for little bro.
yeah,
Oh
as usual. Well,
yeah. Interesting stuff. Hey, Bruce Gas says Fury versus Ngannou, $79.99
oh
on pay-per-view.
man,
Anybody
what?
buying? You buying that buys?
No way. What the? You kidding me? 17, like $80.
I haven't looked
Shit.
at what the card stacks up to be, but man, yeah, that's pretty crazy right there.
No, I
Considering
mean that's why
Ngannou's never boxed.
this is turning into a circus. I mean,
$80. Holy crap! Come on, Top
yeah,
Rank.
that's a fortune. I mean, I can buy a good perfume for that money, man. You know that,
Right,
or
right.
a suit or
I can't
whatever.
do it. I
Well,
can't
maybe
do it.
not a suit, but anyway, something like a shirt, a really good shirt and
Yeah, yeah.
jacket, whatever.
I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thomas mentioned Zhang is 40. Yeah, true. Yeah, he is
he
40.
is.
He
Yeah.
is up there. Got less wear and tear, I would say, than Luis.
Yeah, he started later, as a pro, so
Yeah,
it
he
doesn't
did.
affect him, yeah, yet.
Yeah. Just Frank says between Tony and Ruddick, I think I would put my money on Tony, but I haven't seen either in the last couple of decades. Right. No, hey, that's a good thing. Yeah, as far as when last seen, yeah, I gotta go with Tony. Gotta go with Tony.
So at least we know he would be faster, if nothing,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
because
Uh,
he's smaller.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Angel says King Kong legs are gone. You're correct. He retired. And Rigo should retire also. Oh yeah, Rigo's
Yeah,
still out there. It's crazy to think that he's still
he
out there doing
Kong,
his thing.
King Kong was just, it was obvious he was too easy to knock out by Wilder because, especially in the second fight, you saw how it was. He was dominating and then just bang, one punch, and that's all.
Oh yeah,
So the same
yeah.
thing can happen against other guys as well who can punch.
Yeah, his
So,
legs are definitely gone because I remember, yeah, that Charles
yeah.
Martin fight. Charles
Oh,
Martin was
yeah.
giving it to him there
He
before.
was,
Man,
yeah.
he blasted Martin though. He caught him.
Yeah, just bam. Fortunately for him, he can punch as well. So,
Yeah, yeah, he good. So yeah, we know it'll be a banger if they're landing. But yeah, Guillermo Rigondeaux, he should certainly retire. It probably should
hmm.
have been retired, and it's crazy. Yeah, he's still out there. I had saw his name pop up not too
Oh
long
yeah,
ago.
I mean he is still fighting. And also another thing, I just couldn't believe that guy Mahmoud Shah is still the WBA
Right.
champion.
How did he have a freaking belt? That's crazy.
Oh man, what the hell is
How does
going on?
Manuel Char have a freaking belt? That's insane, folks. Doesn't make any sense.
WBA seems like they award guys if they have been long enough, like around. They just all right.
Yeah.
Here's a belt for you. Come
Manuel
on.
Char, Daniel Dubois coming soon for the WBA
Yeah.
title. That'll be
No,
crazy.
it's just yeah, it's just a mockery, you know. It was like as if why not give Jake Paul now the belt or Tommy Fury?
Right. Hey, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Tommy, yeah, he's been on the streak. He should get to social.
yeah. Have you seen that fight with KSI? You know, yeah,
I saw it looked horrible.
yeah, it was. So it doesn't matter if it was fair or not the decision because both were.
Tommy should be embarrassed. KSI was fighting with his hands down like Michael Venom Page, the MMA fighter. I guess that's who he
Yeah,
had been working with. And Tommy went life or death with him. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, against any real like fighter today, a top 10, top 20, you know, I think he would get just blasted or get a beating, you know.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, yeah. Crazy. Dan mentions Notice Holmes never fought Dokes or Tyson even. Dokes. Oh, well, they did.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Holmes did kind of duck others as well, Pinkwood Thomas and Jerry Hussey also actually. So he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
fight him as either, and Tony
Yeah.
Tubbs also, I think. Well, anyway.
Interesting point. Angel Diaz, my wife is from Sicily. Oh, awesome, Angel. Italian people are really nice, but you had that correctly. Good stuff there, Angel. So your wife's from Sicily. That's a little island right there on the outside of the
Sicilia.
Italian boot.
Sicilia. Like when they do this. Sicilia.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Capiche. Capiche.
Yeah. Paul Bright, Dokes, and Greg Page were favorites of mine back in the day. Okay.
Greg Page, yeah. He
Greg
had
Page.
yeah. Greg Page didn't have the career he should have had, could have
Yeah.
had. Anyway.
I've always known him to be a promising heavyweight there.
Yeah. He was also ducked by Holmes initially. Yeah, he was actually because they say Holmes he vacated WBC belt so he wouldn't have to fight him. You know?
Hey, if Larry hears that, he's gonna say you're trying to discredit him.
That's what I read anyway. I don't know really what was the reason, but
but no, Larry feels that people don't give him his due credit.
well, I think he gets enough credit.
Yeah, he gets held in high regard for sure.
Yeah, I mean they weren't back then. Yeah, I can see that in the '80s he wasn't getting it, but now he's been getting it for a while now.
Yeah. It's funny. Dan mentioned Sammy Mandel, Hugo Kelly, Lou Amers, Ad Walgast, all Italian. Okay. Oh, Ad Walgast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he was. I know. Well, not Ed, but midget August. Yeah,
Oh, Midget Walgast was?
yeah, he was
Okay.
Italian. Yeah, Ed wasn't. He was really called Wolgast. It's like a German last name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to go. Yeah, I know of Midget
Mm.
Walgast. He comes up in this one video I'm working, as a matter of fact. One of the Walgasts,
Yeah,
but I think
he
it's
was
Midget.
probably called that because he had certain similarities with Ed, fighting style, whatever. Probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bruce Gass, that era I grew up on. I followed Dokes, Weaver, Tate, I believe, all those cats, man. Excuse me. Yeah, good stuff there, Bruce. Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
mentioned them. Yeah, you know about those heavyweight fights, those good heavyweight fights, those gyms that went down back then. That's good stuff. I've checked out some on your channel when you're showing some of those replays. Hey, it's good stuff. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We really had a career very special. I mean, he started out, he had lost like 6 fights in the first couple of years or something. Then he started winning, and yeah.
Marine Corps guy for old Mike Weaver. Semper Fi, another Marine out there who was doing his thing.
Yeah, such a strong guy. Oh yeah. That great left hook also. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Dan eating his greens right there. Thanks to Bruce. Hey, Bruce shares some good knowledge here. You got to check out that stream. I got to see which video it was on. Hey, but Bruce, he has the knowledge on nutrition right there. That's the man with the plan right there. He'll show you how to get it done. Good stuff there, Bruce.
All right, I'm gonna have to contact you, Bruce.
Yeah, Boz has been working out there, Bruce. You might have to see what's up. Bruce has the gems. I'm telling you, he has the gems for sure.
Great,
He used
great.
to get people right,
Mm.
from a nutritional standpoint.
Yeah, but I refuse to go on any diets. I just want to like eat a little, little more healthy, than I
No,
have
I
so
feel you
far.
for sure.
I
I
mean,
feel
I
you.
don't believe in diets, in
Well, those can
dieting.
be pretty boring, but I
Yeah,
guess that's what it is.
like just
Boring food.
eat vegetables and boiled chicken breast, whatever. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
not for me.
yeah, right. But yeah, you're right. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, that is a lot for an exhibition. Yeah, I haven't looked into the undercard either.
Mm.
Apparently, there's going to be a Floyd Mayweather Mikey Garcia exhibition on Showtime pay per view. I guess for their last thing or whatever. And I know that's going to be probably like this around that same price. That's up there, right? For these pay per views, they're not getting any cheaper. Like what the heck?
Mm.
You got to
Oh
stack those
yeah.
things. You got to stack those pay per view cards if you want people to start actually buying them. Hey, eat clean greens right there, Dan. That's good. That's good.
Mustard greens. Maybe not, but
Yeah, 86 Boston. It's time to start doing it. Talk to y'all later. Salute to you, Just Frank. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Just Frank. Thanks for dropping by again, buddy. There, Dan
thanks.
says also, how about no repeat bout for Norton by Holmes, especially when Norton was robbed.
Yeah.
Norton was champ, but how about Michael Weaver? No rematch. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I did score that fight. When we had it on fight score, I scored for Norton. I think by a point actually. That fight, Holmes
Oh
fight.
yeah,
Mm.
over Larry Holmes.
Yeah, very close, but I gave it to Norton. Yeah,
Oh,
actually.
okay. Good stuff right there. I need to
Yeah,
go back and watch that.
Kenny Norton was really, yeah, one hell of a specimen.
Yeah, he was Hercules right there.
Yeah,
He was in doubt. So hey, good points there, Dan. Good points. So yeah, Larry had some close ones without. Right there, Paul Bright. Right. Yes, midget, not at Wild guys. He was German. Boz is on his game. Certainly. Hey, Paul Bright says you're looking good, Boz. Keep up the good work.
thanks.
Yeah. And
Thank you
Boz
very
cut the
much.
beard off. He was like, "Hey, I'm working out. I got to cut the beard off.
Yeah,
Keeping it going. I'm keeping it going. I
no,
had cut mine. I'm letting it get back out there."
I got a new like beard trimmer or whatever. It's really good. I mean, I don't have to shave
Oh yeah, you cut the mustache too. Where your stash at?
yeah.
Where your
I don't
stash
need
at, man?
the razor anymore. That's really good because it takes me like 40 minutes with a razor to get it all off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to have to do that when I was in the Marine Corps, but it leave me bumpy on the
Right.
face. So, especially when I did a close shave, so I was like,
I
oh man,
really,
I
I
didn't
really
miss
love
that.
to see you like really shave the hair off and everything. Like,
Hey, I've been there before for sure. I
yeah,
definitely been there. It was nothing, cut it all off. It was good.
yeah.
It's funny. So Thomas says December 9th, the same day as the Haney versus Prograde pay-per-view. Okay, that's when the little Mayweather exhibition thing is going down. Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna be watching Haney Prograde. I intend to watch that. That one's,
oh,
pay-per-views a stretch on that one for sure. But hey, that's what they've been doing as of late. A bunch of pay-per-views. Uh, you know, Dan sending his regards. Alexander Campbell says, my wife is Sicilian too. I met her in Germany when I was serving in the 10th group, 1977. She married into the hardest job on earth, Army wife. We raised 7 kids on Army pay. Hey, good stuff there, Alex. Making
amazing.
it happen. Hooah. I thought so, yeah, Alex there. Hooah. That is good stuff. You were airborne, Alex. Were you airborne? Was it that? Jumped out of some planes here your day there, Alex?
Mm.
Something I haven't done, which I was not necessarily excited about the prospect of doing anyway. But interesting right there. Interesting. That's good stuff there, Alex. Holding it down. Army. Who salute to the vets out there. Of course. Um, Dan says Holmes picked his opponents very carefully. Ooh. You think so there? What do you think, Boz? Was he a careful
I
picker of
mean, yeah,
opponents?
As I said, he certainly ducked some of the best, fighters in the 80s. So,
Oh yeah, Bernardo
uh,
Machado. Yeah, I remember seeing something with him on
yeah.
Bruce's channel.
Yeah, he had this. He surprisingly lost to Leon Spinks, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
when he should have. If he had wanted to, he would have gotten to fight Holmes because Spinks did fight him after that.
talk about a crazy career there, Leon Spinks.
Yeah,
But he had so many
Neon
issues
Leon.
going on.
Yeah, Neon Leon. Leon.
I saw this video on this channel. Her name's T Ty's Hot Mets History, and she did a video on Leon Spinks and his baby mama drama. So yeah, he
Oh,
was a wild guy right there, old Leon.
yeah.
Wild dude right there. Dan says, but hey, Holmesley's wealthy, healthy. He ain't dumb. Hey, yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Check out the undercard of Furia and Gunno fight. It's great, Rodolfo Rivera. Great, Rodolfo. You sure is great?
I
You're
wouldn't
willing to go on
really.
the line and say great?
Doesn't help much if you have to pay, but maybe the undercard you don't have to pay, right? The pay per view just
Well,
for
you
the
have to pay for the pay-per-view undercard. It depends on the prelims.
right.
But let me see.
Yeah, just ridiculous. I mean, to charge that much for a boxing fight between a box champion and a non-boxer, really? Come on, man.
Yeah, $80. Let me see who's on here. So you got it's got some good fights. Fabio Wardley versus David Adelaide. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, right.
That
Well,
is a good
that's
one.
coming up this weekend, right? Yeah.
That's on this undercard, apparently. Then you got Joseph Parker versus Simon Keene, who I don't know Keene. Carlos Takam, Martin Bacoli. Not
Hmm.
bad. Makbudov versus Anthony Wright. I don't know. I don't recall Anthony Wright.
A lot of
Moses Ituma
heavyweights.
versus Van Bernard. Don't know him. So hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad right there as far as heavyweights are concerned. But I certainly want to see David Adelaide versus Fabio Wardley, and there's some beef leading into that one for sure.
Yeah, that's a really hyped fight right now. A lot of
Yeah,
trash talk. Yeah, bad blood there.
yeah. And I know you saw the little brawl they had, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Very interesting. Hey, Adelaide. Hey, I wouldn't expect him to go that hardcore right there. The way you
He's
pushed Wardley.
doing the same thing that David Hay did, with Vladimir Klitschko back in
Oh
the
yeah.
day. Yeah,
We'll see if it translates on fight night.
yeah,
Paul Bright mentions Leon and Michael were Olympic gold medalists. Oh yeah, hey, very good. Michael the Jinx Spinks.
yeah.
Yeah,
Leon was
hey,
a heavyweight, I believe. Oh no, he was a light heavyweight,
light
wasn't
heavyweight,
he?
and he
And
won that
Mike,
heavyweight title against Larry
yeah,
Holmes.
and Michael won at middleweight, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, you're talking about amateurs. Okay,
yeah, the Olympic
okay.
gold. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. You didn't remember Corey Spinks, right? He was
yeah,
hey, he won a world title there. What welterweight, I believe. Corey
yeah.
Spinks.
And we had a couple of brothers also who won, but from from where I come from, one of them he won, but not at the same Olympics, of course. But the guy who was the IBF champion actually for a while, Slobodan Kačar, he was
Oh yeah.
he won the 1980 gold medal at light heavyweight also, and his brother
Okay.
he won
Bosnian.
he won the
Awesome.
silver at the middleweight silver in 1976. His brother Tadia, but he never
Okay.
turned pro. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah, you do have some of those amateurs who are almost kind of just lifetime amateurs, and they're pretty good.
yeah,
Awesome. That's what's up right there. That is
so
what's
yeah,
up.
they were from Boston actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Boston's got some boxing history. Don't sleep
oh
on them.
yeah,
That's what Boz is saying. Don't sleep on them. Don't run up on Boz in a dark alley if you don't want to find out. Mess around and
yeah.
find out, baby.
Hmm.
But no, good stuff right there. Dan says the Scotsman in you, Alex, stretch your dollars. Congrats, you did well. You really know your boxing history too. Indeed, he does. Indeed. Rodolfo says, check it out, a bunch of heavy dollars. Hey, you're right, Rodolfo. I want to check some of those out for sure. Want to check some of those out. Leon was a Marine. Oh yeah, the fighting Marine, Leon Sink. You know, I did a video top 8 fighting Marines or something like that, and I left Leon off of that when I had to do a part 2.
Hmm.
Leon on the pro side, man, he had such a turn,
Yeah,
downturn, I guess you can say.
yeah. He never, but apart from beating Ali, he didn't have many good, really big wins. He did stop that guy Mercado, but I think it was because he gassed probably or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Based on what I found out about, his personal life, yeah, I doubt he was really focused in training for a lot of
yeah,
that stuff. Probably was just showing up, fighting.
yeah. But Michael was a totally different thing, of course. Case he was really,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That is right. Hey,
focused, really outstanding. Yeah,
yeah, herky jerky little style.
yeah. He could
Uh,
do it all, in light heavyweight especially. So had a punch also, you
oh
know.
yeah. Certainly. Yeah, Dan mentions Norton Marines. Indeed. Mike Weaver as
Oh
well. Yes,
yeah,
sir. Black Hercules. Both
quite
of them
many
were
did
called Hercules.
learn. Some of them learned to box in the army. Like I know also
Yeah.
David Bay also started in the army, but he wasn't a marine. He was just in the army, like a
Oh yeah,
regular
yeah. Certainly,
army.
certainly. Uh Salute to Alan in the mix here. He says, evening. The Wardley versus David Adelaide fight would be the best fight on the show. Wardley versus Gorman was nonstop from the first bell. It was. It was. They were going at it. I hope they come out like that. I favor Wardley in that contest. What about you, Boz? Who do you favor
Yeah.
between Wardley and Adelaide?
Of course, Worley is the guy that is. I mean, that I also know better, but also, I don't think Adley. We'll see, but I don't think he can really like do much to upset Worley. But maybe he can give him a good fight, and yeah, probably.
Yeah, it
Worley is
should be
just,
good. Hopefully, it's action
yeah,
packed, especially with the bad blood.
yeah. I don't think anybody other than the very best, elite heavyweights can beat Worley right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I look forward to that one. But hey, appreciate you dropping by, Alex. But yeah, that's one that I look forward to most on the entire card right there because of I like Wardley, and I've always wanted to see David Adelaide step it up. And hey, this is
Yeah.
his opportunity right here. I think it's the right time for both of them. But you're right
Mm,
about Gorman Wardley. Yeah, that was a banger right there. That was a
yeah.
banger. He tested. Hey, Gorman, I got to give it to him. He tested Wardley there, put him through some adversity.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I know.
Yeah. Got to give it to him. So Gorman, he's still in the mix there. So I want to see Gorman versus Johnny Fisher, but
Mm,
whether or not Johnny Fisher's ready right now, I guess one could question. But I
yeah,
think that would be a good one.
that's another big dude.
Yeah,
I mean, the way he's built, not that much when it comes to height, but the build really like a bull. Of course.
yeah. You think Fisher's ready for Gorman now?
Maybe I think so. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Why
Yeah.
not? Right there. That
Mm,
would certainly answer a
yeah.
lot of questions right there. That would be his test, and that would take him over
Yeah.
the top a
Gorman.
bit.
Gorman is a good, that kind of a trial horse, whatever you call it. A
Yeah,
good test. And yeah,
yeah.
if you beat
Certainly.
him, then you can go higher, challenge for really good fighters. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
Certainly,
mean
certainly.
better fighters anyway.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm with you there. Dan
Mac
mentions Mac
Foster.
Foster, Marine. Mac
Yeah,
Foster. Mac Foster. Do I know Mac Foster?
yeah, he was. I know he was not stopped by Jerry Quarry, but he also had
Or
some
Jared
good
Corey?
wins. I mean, he was a big puncher.
I need to look into Mac Foster. I've heard the name, but yeah, I haven't really dug into him to be honest with you. So I don't know him, Mac Foster, but I have heard the name mentioned before. Paul Bright mentions, let's not forget Gene Tunney, the fighting Marine, the fighting
All right.
Leatherman. Gene
Let's
Tunney.
not stop digging up Marines now.
A
This
lot
is
of great
going to
heavyweight
be
Marines in the 70s.
too
Yeah.
much, too
Yeah.
one-sided
Danny
discussion.
Nardico, Paul Pinder. Yeah, Paul Pinder.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, check out Danny Nardico. That's what you're saying there, Dan
Not
Paul. But I was going to mention Paul Pinder. I had to mention it there about Paul Pinder. He was a Marine.
Fender. Yeah, he was a really good
Won the
fighter.
middleweight championship.
Yeah, he did quite underrated today.
I think he might have been a fireman too.
Right.
Or there was someone else because he fought someone else who was a Marine who might have been a fireman. I can't think of his name there.
Mm.
Real quick, Dan says World War II and the Korean Marines, lots of actions. Said Boston was a joke compared to what he'd been through. Great fighter too. Only got it knocked down Lamada. Okay, good stuff there. Nardico, huh, Dan? I got to check him out. Barney Ross, yes sir. Barney, great boxer as well. Highly underrated. I agree there, Paul. Barney was underrated. Gene, former Marine. So basically, Carmen. Oh, yeah. Carmen Basilio, the upstate onion farmer. Yeah. One of my favorites right
Mm.
there. Tough dude right there. Tough fighter. I mean, beat Sugar Ray Robinson. That tells you as a welterweight. And he weighed in as a welterweight. I think he was like 148 pounds or something like that. And Robinson was 150 something. All super tough fighters. Yes, sir. Indeed. Smelling was a paratrooper in Germany, in the German army. Oh, yeah. That is right. They sent him out there, especially when he had come back from that loss to Lewis. Yeah, Max Mellon. Yeah, paratrooper. Hey, Max Mellon, great fighter right there. I wanted to do a vid on him, a documentary of some type, to see some of the other sides of the great Smelling, the Black Ulan of the Rhine right there. So very good fighter. But yeah, I know we've dove into the history here, Boz. Hey, it just happens, man. Just happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, hey, Tim Zoo beat Mendoza. We that's one we missed right there. Tim Zoo
Yeah.
Mendoza, Alam Canelli, Goteri,
Yeah.
or
Well, that
Canela.
was like a one-sided fight, very
Yeah.
one-sided. Isn't much to say really about it. So
Yeah, Golataria, whatever. He
yeah,
went on
got
the defensive pretty quick. I thought he was gonna come in there and bang, but hey,
yeah, he's not a banger really.
yeah, right.
Technician. Yeah, it just
They did.
some
They were
nobody.
hyping it up like it was gonna be competitive,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. When I saw that he had won the IBF title, I was like, who is that? Like, come on,
yeah, he
please.
beat Falcao, who I
Yeah,
never really was into.
Esquivel.
Yeah, I remember they were peddling him, but I always thought he was a fairly boring fighter to me.
Yeah, yeah, just a German fighter. That guy, what here? Even though he's
Yeah,
Italian originally, but he's
yeah.
no,
So
he's in
yeah, so he
Germany.
managed to get a title right there. But yeah, Alam
Mm.
Canala, as Bernardo was saying. So he's gonna be the man, hey, to beat here. We'll see what goes down for sure. We'll see what goes down. But yeah, that those are some good ones. Let's see real quick before we head out of here. Want to see what's on the schedule, what's on tap coming up there, Boz, and it's going to be we have Gonzalez versus Zapata, which is WBO
Oh,
World Junior Flyweight Champion. Zapata, who's a Nicaraguan fighter, I believe, and Gonzalez is what is his name? But he's the Puerto Rican champion at flyweight. I can't think of his first name right now, but he's pretty solid. Let me see what his first name is. But yeah, flyweight. Hey, they have some pretty good fighters down there at flyweight, so expect to see some more stuff line up. Yeah, Jonathan Gonzalez, that's what it is. Salute Jonathan
yeah,
Gonzalez. At one point, he was the only Puerto Rican champion that was out there, but now, of course, they also have Oscar Collazo, who's at flyweight. No, he's minimum weight. So hey, Puerto Rico, hey, making some waves there in the lower ranks. So he's going to be fighting coming up. Then you have
yeah,
Amanda Serrano, who's going to be on the DAZN card. Going to
yeah.
be Ramos, Brazilian fighter. So Serrano back in the mix here. It's in Orlando.
Nice.
And then, of course, that is Friday, so the 27th, Gonzalez Serrano. And then this Saturday coming up, of course, is Ngannou Fury versus Ngannou, ESPN, pay-per-view, TNT Sports, box office. And then some of the names mentioned, we're going to see Warley, Adelaide, Makhmadov, Joseph Parker back in the mix as well. So that should be interesting. And then Oshaki Foster versus Hernandez. And that is going to be a WBC World Super Featherweight Championship. It's going down in Mexico. So Oshaki is traveling to Mexico. So it's an interesting one.
Yeah, very good fighter.
Yep. Then TJ Duhini is going to fight on Tuesday in Japan, Tuesday of the next week coming up. Even though, he's sort of at the tail end there.
Yeah, he's been around for a while now.
Yeah. Been in some tough fights too.
Yeah.
Dan mentions Basilio was the reigning welterweight champion when he beat Sugar Ray Robinson. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, gutsy right there. These guys move up and do their thing. One great hardly ever mentioned, in my opinion, one of the 3-4 greatest middleweights, Marcel Cervantes. Okay, Cervantes.
Yeah, Cerdan, he meant.
Oh, yeah, Marcel Cerdan. I know Antonio Cervantes.
Yeah, he was something else.
or was there Marcel Cervantes?
No. He was thinking of Cerdan.
Oh, yeah, Cerdan. Yeah, we were talking about a Moroccan, right? Because I was like, I knew him as being French, but he's Moroccan.
French Moroccan, yeah.
Yeah. So,
he was born in Algeria, but he lived in Morocco mostly.
Oh, yeah. So, Algerian, Moroccan, French.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I said, we'll have to dive into some Marcel Cerdan stuff. I know of Cerdan, and very good middleweight right there. He wasn't a tall guy, but man, he made up for it just with his skill and his feistiness. So, good fight there. Dan says James Toney versus Denver Ed Martin. Hello. Funny stuff there, Dan. I'll take Denver Ed. Cerdan. Oh, yeah. Cerdan, yeah. Verdant. The spell checker sucks. Okay, gotcha right there, Alex. Yeah. Mind of its own. It does that with me too, sending some stuff to people in text. I don't think Denver Ed Martin will be up for that fight, Dan. Weird stuff. I'm kidding, Paul, but yeah. Hey, I don't mind tip that humor parading some of our dream fights. Yeah, hey, that's a good one though. Denver Ed Martin. There's a video out there on Denver Ed. Check it out, folks. Another one coming. Some good stuff coming. The Boz is there ready to tap out. If you can see it on his face, he's tapped out. So that means we have to tap out. I'm tapping out as well.
Yeah.
It's nighttime over there.
One hell of a tiresome week.
No, yeah. Good stuff though. But no, man, this was a good one. This has been good. We got to talk a little bit of history, maybe even talk a little bit more history than we did modern right there. Hey, try that on for size, folks.
Yeah.
Try that on for size. But we're good here. We're gonna be back. Hey, hopefully next week. Matter of fact, maybe I won't be able to. I'm going to be coming from Canada, so we'll see. Maybe Boz holds it down himself there, but I'll let you know for sure.
All right.
For a wedding in Canada, I'm going to be coming back on that Sunday, so we'll see what's up. But in the meantime, thanks for everybody that dropped in, everyone in here right now. Salute to you all. We appreciate it. And be sure to check us out. Interview coming up this week with Mark Allen Baker. Maybe some more stuff as well. I'm going to put some stuff on the calendar there for this week, but in the meantime, have a good one, folks. Thank you, Boz, for joining in.